All right, so let's talk about Hamilton. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In tonight's video, I'm talking about Hamilton, the Broadway musical that recently debuted on Disney Plus this past weekend. If you are new here on my channel and you like content like this, you are definitely going to want to hit that red subscribe down below. Now, I was excited to watch Hamilton because I was a theater major in school. I have my bachelor's in it. This is my thing. It's what I like to do. It's what I enjoy. The second reason is because this is the first thing I'm watching on Disney Plus since I got it. And then the third reason is because Hamilton is so highly acclaimed. I felt like I was missing out on something. So I finally got to watch it. So my mom and I bunkered down with our snacks. We were ready to watch Hamilton. Yeah. We watched Hamilton. So I wasn't 100% sold on this musical, and I know I'm going to get some haters, and I'm sure some people are going to turn off right now, and that's okay. But I do have my reasonings, and I'm going to let you know. So we'll start with the good, and then we'll talk about the not so good. So let's start with the good. How can you not mention Lin-Manuel Miranda? He is the genius behind this entire thing. This is his passion project. He decided to take Alexander Hamilton's life, put it on the stage for all of us to see. He wrote and created the lyrics and the songs, the music for everything in this show. This was his baby. And on top of it all, he's the one that plays Hamilton. Now, on top of that, the set design, the costumes, absolutely incredible. The set design in particular, I liked how they used a turntable in the middle of the stage to signify the transitions of scenes, and it was easily done with props and lighting. It was absolutely ingenious and wonderful. And on top of it, the cast was so diverse. I absolutely loved it. That's what Lin-Manuel Miranda wanted. He wanted to put a spin on it. Pretty much everyone in the cast is a different ethnicity other than white. And I like that, especially nowadays. We need more of that in our lives. So I enjoy that aspect of the entire thing being different. And then talking about performances, now the cast, I'm sorry, don't want to skip over the cast. The cast itself are so incredibly talented. You literally notice everyone on that stage, including the chorus. And I know because that's what I tried to do whenever I was in a chorus. And trust me, I was in plenty of them throughout my life. Any little thing I could do to stand out, I always did. Now, my two favorite performances are David Diggs, is it? Yes, I have my notes to the side. David Diggs, who plays Thomas Jefferson in the second half. He's a different character in the first half. I'll get to that in a second, a little confusing. And then Jonathan Groff, who plays the king. Those two performances knocked me out. I loved them both. David Diggs in particular, he just has this certain charisma as Thomas Jefferson. I loved it. It was so juicy. And then Jonathan Groff, every single time he came out on stage as the king, he made me laugh out loud every single time. He was so committed. He knew he had the audience in the palm of his hand. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So now, let's talk about the not so good. So talking about the bad, let's start with performances. Now, I'm not saying that Lin-Manuel Miranda's performance was bad. I'm just saying he shouldn't have been cast as Hamilton himself. Probably would have worked better for me with a different actor. I just felt like the entire performance was one-noted. And my other favorite performances were multi-dimensional. They made me laugh, although they had the serious moments, and I just enjoyed them more. I felt like Lin-Manuel Miranda would have been better just behind the scenes. And then we have Leslie Odom Jr. Again, extremely talented. However, every time he came onto the stage, especially when he first started speaking, it was very low and quiet, and I could barely hear what he was saying. And this was a big problem, especially because there was no closed captioning access to this musical, and that was a big drawback for me. Some people depend on that. I know I do. Sometimes I miss things, and if I miss things, I'm not going to understand what's going on. And this affected me during the first half of the show. The second half really picked up and I could understand the events of what was going on. The first half, it was extremely chaotic, and without the closed captioning, I was kind of all over the place and I didn't really understand what was happening. Another big drawback was the 2-hour and 40-minute timeline. Like, 2 hours and 40 minutes is such a long time. And I kept looking at the clock. Is it over yet? Is it over yet? I was literally counting down. An hour left, 30 minutes left, 20 minutes left. And you shouldn't be doing that if you're fully into a show and you're mesmerized by it like you should be. But that just didn't happen for me. And then because of the 2-hour and 40 minutes, the hip hop kind of got on my nerves after a while. And I understand this was an original idea and I like hip hop. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being, closed-minded whatsoever. But after almost 3 hours of straight hip hop, because there's barely any spoken parts in this musical, it kind of grinds on your nerves just a little bit. And one of my biggest complaints is the ending of this musical. Now, musicals tend to end on a showstopper, a very, takes your breath away kind of musical number. The entire show is involved. That did not happen here. And I was very surprised with how it ended because the opening number was fantastic, very loud. Everyone's involved. Every single member of the cast is out there. And the very end, the end song, was there even an end song? I don't even think there was. It was just very underwhelming. The entire thing all wrapped up was an underwhelming experience. And I was let down with the ending. I was kind of confused by it. I didn't really understand why she went like that. Was anyone else confused? Please let me know. So overall, I didn't completely hate Hamilton, but I definitely did not love it. And as a theater person, that disappointed me. I kind of have this feeling that if I was there in person, actually in the theater, I would have been enjoying it more. And I don't think it translated well onto a TV screen. I don't know. I feel like this is the reason why we go to the theater to see live performances, because it just gets you in your heart and you're encompassed by it. But on the screen, it's just not the same thing. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you feel the same way that I do? I'm very curious. How did you like Hamilton? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.